Red Bull already knows who replaces Max Verstappen, they just haven't told anyone yet. Reports are emerging that the team is keeping a very close eye on not one, not two, but three candidates who could fill the seat left vacant if Verstappen activates his exit clause this summer. Three names, three very different stories, three drivers who could each reshape Formula One's competitive landscape in completely different ways. The first name will surprise you. The second makes logical sense once you understand the domino effect. The third is the one nobody saw coming, and possibly the most revealing of all about where Red Bull's thinking actually is right now. Start with where things actually stand, because the context matters enormously. Verstappen's exit clause is now active. He cannot mathematically reach the top two in the championship before the summer break. George Russell sits second, 78 points clear of the Dutchman. The clause that allows him to walk away from a contract running until 2028 is sitting in his pocket, ready to use. And his frustration with Red Bull has been building all season in ways that go beyond just the championship standings. He's suffered repeated mechanical failures, 2 high-speed crashes in consecutive weekends, both caused by a recurring rear-wing issue he described as super dangerous. The car he's been given has fundamental problems that upgrades are only partially addressing. Key figures who built the team's dominant era have departed. The environment around Verstappen is unrecognizable from the one that delivered 4 consecutive world titles. Red Bull is fighting on multiple fronts, trying to improve the car fast enough to convince Verstappen to stay, simultaneously preparing for the possibility that he won't. And according to reports, the replacement shortlist is taking very specific shape. The first name, and the one that will genuinely raise eyebrows, is George Russell. Not because Russell is unhappy at Mercedes, or because there's any indication he wants to leave, but because of pure transfer logic. If Verstappen goes to Mercedes, one of the 2 most heavily rumoured destinations, then Russell would almost certainly be the driver to make way. Kimi Antonelli, still only 19, is Mercedes' long-term cornerstone. Too young to move aside. Too central to everything Toto Wolff has built around the team's identity. If Mercedes want Verstappen, Antonelli stays and Russell goes. And if Russell goes, where does he land? A seat at Red Bull, with a car that, despite its current struggles, is being rebuilt by one of the most resourced operations in the paddock, would represent an extraordinary opportunity. A driver of Russell's caliber, arriving at a team with Newey's architecture taking shape, could become a championship contender within a single regulation cycle. Reports describe a Russell to Red Bull scenario as a complete no-brainer if the Verstappen to Mercedes domino falls. The logic is airtight. Mercedes gets their dream driver. Red Bull gets one of the most experienced and proven race winners currently available, and the grid reshuffles in a way nobody predicted at the start of the season. But the Verstappen to Mercedes scenario has complications. Toto Wolff publicly reaffirmed his commitment to Russell and Antonelli at Silverstone. And while public denials in Formula One carry only so much weight, there's a genuine case that Mercedes simply don't need to disrupt what is currently the most dominant team on the grid. Which brings us to the second candidate, Oscar Piastri. The McLaren angle has been building for months. Verstappen's camp has reportedly held preliminary discussions with the Woking outfit. Gianpiero Lambiase, Verstappen's longtime race engineer, already works at McLaren as chief racing officer. The pieces are in place. But Piastri's situation at McLaren is more complicated than it appeared a few weeks ago. His manager Mark Webber has branded speculation linking his driver to Red Bull as nonsense, a strong denial from someone who doesn't typically speak carelessly. And reports suggest Piastri's priority remains staying at McLaren rather than moving to a team currently 4th in the pecking order. Still, if Verstappen takes Piastri's seat at McLaren, the Australian would need somewhere to go. Red Bull, who view him as an ideal long-term successor to Verstappen, a race winner in his mid-20s with his best years ahead, would represent a logical destination despite Webber's public pushback. The domino theory works here too, just differently. Verstappen to McLaren means Piastri needs a new home. Red Bull want Piastri. Both exit clauses activate at the same summer break. The pieces fit. Except Webber said, nonsense. And in Formula One, managers don't usually deploy that kind of language unless they mean it. Which is precisely why the third candidate is so significant. Because Red Bull may not be waiting for the Verstappen domino to fall in a specific direction. They may be looking at someone else entirely. Oliver Bearman. The 21-year-old Haas driver has been quietly having one of the most impressive seasons of any young driver on the grid. He regularly outperforms his more experienced teammate. He's been described as driving beautifully by people who have watched closely all year. And according to paddock sources, Red Bull are keeping very close tabs on him as a potential Verstappen replacement. What makes this particularly interesting is the Ferrari connection. Bearman is a Ferrari Academy product, a junior driver developed within the Scuderia's system, expected eventually to graduate into a Ferrari seat. But that pathway has been blocked. Charles Leclerc has re-signed at Ferrari. Lewis Hamilton, at 41, appears to have no intention of leaving anytime soon. And with both seats locked for the foreseeable future, Bearman's route to the works team has effectively been cut off. Martin Brundle assessed the situation bluntly. His route to the works Ferrari team has been cut off. He's a little bit locked in at the moment. He might have to find a plan B. Plan B from one of Formula One's most respected voices. And Red Bull, who are monitoring him closely, could be exactly that plan. The Red Bull connection has a specific layer of credibility. Laurent Mekies, Red Bull's current team principal, was the man who originally signed Bearman to the Ferrari Academy. He knows exactly what Bearman is capable of. He's watched his development from the beginning. If Mekies believes Bearman is ready for a Red Bull seat, that isn't an uninformed opinion. That's an assessment from the man who first identified his talent. Jenson Button added another dimension to the Bearman story. His long-term prospects, Button argued, depend heavily on how long Hamilton continues performing at the front. If Hamilton stays dominant, and at Silverstone, where he took sprint pole and led the race before Ferrari's strategy error, there's no sign of his pace declining. Bearman could spend years waiting for a Ferrari opening that never arrives. Red Bull offers a different timeline entirely. Immediate, significant, the chance to step into one of the sport's most storied seats and define yourself on your own terms rather than waiting for someone else to create space. 3 candidates, 3 completely different routes to the same seat. Russell arrives only if Verstappen goes to Mercedes and the domino effect pushes him out of Silver Arrows. Piastri arrives only if Verstappen goes to McLaren, and Webber's nonsense denial turns out to be negotiating positioning rather than genuine rejection. Bearman arrives if Red Bull decide they don't want to wait for the transfer market to resolve itself, and instead reach directly for a young talent they've been watching carefully all season. What unites all 3 scenarios is Verstappen's decision. Everything else flows from that one choice. Verstappen has until October to formally inform Red Bull, but if he wants to join another team for 2027, the practical timeline is considerably shorter. Drivers need contracts, teams need plans. And the summer break, arriving in weeks, is when Formula One's transfer market actually moves. Every day that passes without Verstappen committing to Red Bull is another day the replacement conversation gains momentum. The team can't wait indefinitely. Sponsors need certainty. Engineers need direction. And the drivers on that shortlist need answers too, because they have their own futures to plan. 3 names, 3 storylines, 1 vacant seat that could redefine the grid. Red Bull is keeping very close tabs on all of them. The only question is, which domino falls first? There's one more layer to this story that makes Bearman's candidacy particularly compelling in the longer term. Red Bull has always built their success around developing young drivers early and building teams around them. Sebastian Vettel arrived young. Verstappen arrived even younger. The Red Bull philosophy has never been about buying proven champions from rival teams. It's been about identifying raw talent, nurturing it, and winning with it before anyone else realizes what they have. Bearman fits that profile more naturally than Russell or Piastri, both of whom would arrive as established stars with established expectations. A 21-year-old Ferrari Academy graduate already driving beautifully with his pathway to Maranello blocked, and a team principal who signed him personally now running Red Bull. That's not a backup plan. That could be a blueprint. 3 names, 1 seat. Verstappen's decision changes everything.